Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the commercial. Welcome to another 5th May 2025 video. Today we're doing a update. So if you guys didn't know, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on everything. So about a month ago, I received a paper from the mail, from the government that said, hey, you owe us X amount of cash, right? And this X amount of cash, you have to pay it back. So this was part of why I'm depressed right now. Did updates. So a lot of things changes, a lot of things that they changed. It's weird because I don't do an update for everything that changed, but it's somebody called me from work today, my boy Romike, and he asked me what was new, and I found myself having so much to say, and I'm like, dude, how come do you have so much to say? Because it's very small instances, but it's still as a whole something bigger. So what happened? Well, the first thing that we did when we had the depression, when we had the bill, was we talked to our parents. I saw my father, we called. Then we went to the office, called to say contested, which was the first thing to do. Contested, say, I am not agreeing with your decision. And then we went to the place, and then they were saying like, hey, what can we do? How can we say that we contested? Finally, what they're saying is, I gotta tell you if we approve the decision right now or not. What I can say is your contestation, or the fact that you contest, is well registered, right? So it went through. We don't have a positive answer. We don't have a negative answer for you. However, it is a case of we're fixing, and people, as long as they're knowing that I'm contesting, that's good, because now, even if you're not guilty, it's like going to court and you're not guilty, but you're saying, oh, I'm guilty. So you have to say, hey, I'm not guilty, and they might still put you in jail for that, but then who knows the ending. Then we had our first payment on the 4th, which was yesterday. Even though, so the amount that I had to pay was $13,202, I had to pay $275 last yesterday. So $275 per year is 2750 plus 500, 2750 plus 500, 2750 plus 500, that's $3,250 per year. Do 13,000 divided by 3,000. So it's gonna take me 3 to 4 years to pay back, right? So what they told me is, if you're guilty, if we found you guilty, you'll pay, and if we find you not guilty, everything that you pay will reimburse you. Now the great thing is, mistakes happen, right? So even if see, it's complex. I could be saying, hey, you fucked me over, I want interest, or I want, but then they're not charging me interest if I pay less. Like, for example, they're saying, like, they were very forthcoming working with me. They were saying like, hey, if there's a problem paying this month, just call us, we'll give you a delay, or we'll lower the amount that you can pay. That is a debt, there's no interest, so that's good. However, we still owe money. That's for me. I guess I could say, with some music, why we contested. We said that we still had a lease on, and I would have to cancel, which would cost some money, which is not true. We said you were not able to get there because it was driving. Now, it is doable by bus. But it's 2 hours and a half, 2 hours and 15. It's in between. I don't remember the exact amount, but it's between 2 hours and 15 and 3 hours, and 2 hours and a half. And it's too far to go, right? So I was able to say, hey, I'm not driving. So this is what happened. Now we have some news, because the guy called me today. We're a couple of guys that did the same thing that I did, which was apparently the only thing that you can do. So calling, contesting, and taking a deal. The deal is how much you pay per month. Sorry. Now the great thing is, and that is the ultimate great thing. So we're starting to see positive, where everybody went there, right? They didn't go together, but still. Now, not a single person said, yes, I owe money. So this is good. This is good because we each have a different file or different document. I think file is better. We each have different files, but we're still in the same like class action lawsuit, because that's the guy what they want to do that. So we still got fucked over by the same company. So if everybody says, hey, they said this, they said this, they said this, first of all, it looks like it's more believable. So there's this trick. We were watching The Last of Us yesterday, and there's this trick where in Last of Us where one of the guys, you say, hey, where is this? He's gonna draw a circle. Then you have the other guy said, hey, where is this? And if they draw the two of the same circle at the same place, it is a good place. So if everybody tells the same story, it's more believable. Now, technically, it's not a story; it's the truth, right? I'm saying it once. I'm gonna say it again. It isn't normal that we are 11 people that understood the same thing, right? So then the guys that came in, everybody has taken a deal to pay each month because nobody could pay the amount that they asked. Like I said, some of the guys they owe 10,000. Some of the guys they owe 15,000. I owe 13,202. But yeah, so that's some great news. Now, ultimately speaking, I don't have the answer. I don't have the answer that you're looking for. I don't know if I'm considered guilty or not. Now, I did tell you that I went to. Why is it not working? Did I? Ain't you dumb? You shut off the sound on your headphones. So we're watching Cobra GFS Wendy Saga, which is great. So then what they said was, it's gonna be under review. They said that when I'm gonna do a complaint, the minimum it will take is 30 days, and the maximum will take is 2 years. I did say that if I pay money and I do not owe money, we're gonna be okay. However, there's a big chance that it takes 2 years, and by 2 years I would have paid a large amount. Now the great thing is I can decide to pay more than that. I can pay, for example, a month I decide to pay $700, and I'm like, hey bro, this makes it a lot less time. Because it's not the amount of time that it takes, it's the amount of cash that you owe. So you have to pay the amount, which is 13,200. I could do it. Do I have a calculator nearby? Okay. It won't be long. It won't be on too long. This is great news. It feels good to talk to people that have the same problem as me. I'm thankful for everybody that's helping you. But if there's a person in your situation, so 275. They're saying 48. 48 is 4 years. Yeah. It's 4 years. It's 48 months. 4 years. Holy shit. I've been paying in 2020, 2030. Yeah. I don't know. It does feel good that I said something to someone last. I'm getting a lot more comments on the YouTube, which is great. I'm super thankful for that because this is where I'm gonna monetize my stuff. There was this person saying, "Hey, I'm depressed too," and I was like, and I wrote something, and I don't know if he understood what I meant, but I said I'm happy that we're in the same boat because it feels less lonely, Like, it's like, and we're watching a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm, so that's also help. It's like this one guy who's single, and he has 7 friends that are in couple. Or, yeah, in couple is a good word. They're in relationship. Because you can be a throuple, you can be a quadruple. I don't know if something, well, there's polyamory. But for somebody to understand you, they have to be single themselves. That's what it takes, So then they'll understand, like, oh, hey, this guy's in the same situation as I am. He should be able to understand what I'm going through. That is pretty much it. To be completely honest, I'm kind of thankful. It's so weird because I'm not thankful that this is going on, but I'm thankful that I'm not alone. I'm pissed off that this happened, but I'm thankful that we managed to get out of it. You know, first month is paid, which is 1 out of 48, which is about 2% of what I owe. Right? It's not. It's more than 2%, but barely. I think it's like 2.3%. I don't know. But yeah. And we're gonna end the video here. Love you guys. Take it easy.